it makes it much more difficult to love and accept yourself when there's things that you judge and you don't accept about yourself. And for all of us, that shows up in different ways. I just had this story pop in my mind. It's silly, but maybe you can relate. I'm 40. From summer school and high school till 27 years old, so let's say that's 12 years or so, it drove me crazy that I was short. Like, I'm 5'7". I was 5'7" probably when I was 12. And then got to summer school in high school. There was a guy there was 6'7". I went from middle school to being relatively tall, so I had kind of a disillusioned size of myself. So I went into this different place from 15 years old forward. Anytime I'd be around people, I would just think, man, if I was only taller. They're probably gonna listen to that guy because he's 6 feet tall and I'm 5'7", and yeah, they're probably not gonna listen to me. This went on for till I was 27 that I remember. And I remember being at an event, looking around, being in some conversation. I think it was like a Halloween entrepreneur networking, personal development event. And I just remember thinking, oh man, like no one will listen to me because I'm short. Again, this is 13 years ago, almost 14 years ago. And it was around that time, I remember realizing this is never gonna change. Like if I was fat, I can lose weight. If I have crooked teeth, I can get braces. If I have some gnarly glasses, I can get LASIK. And what we don't accept about ourselves will persist and persist, and it creates this resistance. And it can be little things that we don't accept, like if you're feeling sad for some reason, or you're feeling weird, or you're feeling frustrated, you're not where you're at. You're not where, you're doing well, but you're not where you want to be with your business or your career. Just the pushing against these things create them to grow stronger. So as you go, no, it should be this way, just go, you know what? Today's kind of fucked. I'm pissed off, or I'm sad, or I'm frustrated because of this. And as guys, we fight with oftentimes when we rationalize our emotions more. Women have a much bigger loop of hormonal cycle that, in my opinion, forces them into the present moment with their own biochemistry. So it makes them feel more, it makes them more present. However, as guys, we can just fight it. And if there's things about your life or yourself that you don't accept, it makes it not impossible, but very, very, very hard for your connection and your love to flow with yourself. I think we need 3 foundational things, or I found. We need self-trust, self-respect, self-acceptance. When those 3 things are there or doing well, not perfect, but doing well, self-love and connection with self flows a lot better. If you follow the Chinese calendar stuff, I never have personally. This year, I just thought it was really fascinating because it seemed to really fit, and I found that to be true for myself, friends, clients. Then this is the last few days or week of the year of the snake. And that we're shedding what no longer serves us. What's something you've judged about yourself that you don't want to judge going into this year of the horse in 2026? I was talking to someone the other day, and I can relate from my past of like looking at content after you do it and going like, should have done that. That's not perfect. Why did I use that word? I look like a dork. I thought that shirt was cool. And here's the other side. If we're doing that, if we can't accept things, if we're judging things about ourselves, what are the chances that's going to show up in an intimate relationship? What are the chances, this is even more challenging, what are the chances then when you have kids in the future that's going to show up of your unhealed lack of self-acceptance, self-love, and that we'll judge our kids in the future? With the illusion of wanting them to be the best, wanting them to be better, but we're actually just handing down our unhealed bullshit. And as a guy, being a protector, and it's not said enough, the number one person we need to protect our family, our partner, our future partner from is our own bullshit. And the best way we can do that is healing it, alchemizing it, and understanding why we are where we're at, and understanding when we're in a bad mood or we're messed up to go, you know what, I need to just go on a run, or I need a day alone, or whatever it is. What do you want to leave behind in this year of the snake? What do you want to shed? Where have you judged yourself? Maybe you've told yourself the story that by judging or criticizing or beating up on yourself, that's been a way of helping you grow. And what if that's not really all the way true? Sure, you've been rewarded by pushing yourself. It's one thing to be strong and firm with yourself. It's another thing to beat up on yourself. And as guys, a lot of times we don't necessarily talk about this to other people. So we deal with it, we push it down, these unresolved, unhealed things, and maybe it comes out when we're drinking at a party with someone we kind of trust, or maybe we finally go to a plant medicine ceremony, ayahuasca, highly recommend it. But we have these unalchemized, unhealed parts. And if you knew, if God, the universe, your higher self, whatever you believe in, came down and told you with absolute certainty, whatever you think about, feel, and journal in this next week, that you can leave this shit behind permanently, what would you want to leave behind? Where have you judged yourself in business, in money, that you should be further along? Where have you judged yourself sexually? You know, I've talked to guys, and guys will be in a relationship with a woman they love, and they feel bad, or they're mad at themselves that they're attracted to other women, or like, I shouldn't be that attracted to that other girl. What's something you need to leave behind so you can really go fast this next year? The way I look at a lot of things in life is if it serves, use it. So whether you believe in it or not, for me, I keep an open mind and remain kind of skeptical simultaneously. With the year of the horse, one of the things I like said, it's an energy that you better be ready, it's gonna go fucking fast. I said, if you're not ready, the horse is gonna go regardless. So either you can get on, do what you need to do in the next week and get on the ride, or the horse will drag your ass through the dirt and it's still gonna go with you attached to it. I was talking to someone recently, and you know, I talk with a lot of guys about sex, and basically he realizes how many parts of him in the last few years he hasn't accepted like he used to, and then he was wondering, did he ever accept them before? That he's rejected, that he's not understood these parts. So for him, the homework was, it's something simple, it was just a journal on that. Journal on what would it be like, or what if he just wrote that, I completely love and accept this part of me. Because paradoxically, when we push against it, we just make it stronger. And as men, whether it's just how we are as men, warrior energy, kind of addicted to the fight, sometimes we can get hooked on that of like, no, I have to push back, I have to fight. When we're fighting all the time, it forces us to be forceful. When we're forceful, we lose our true power. There's a time and a place for fighting, and most of the time, most things aren't worth fighting. To actually fight with force. If you knew there was stuff inside of you that you were gonna pass on, whether you did already or you're going to soon, to your kids, your future kids, your girlfriend, your future girlfriend, wife, what would you know, especially if you're someone who's done a lot of inner work? You might call yourself a chain breaker, but you're here to do the work that your ancestors couldn't do. What would you know you had to let go of and get rid of in this next week? You can write it out and journal it. Another fun way to do it is write it out, get a pot and pan from the kitchen, go on your balcony tonight when it's dark, or I have a balcony, I go outside, wherever you're at, and just light it on fire. What do you want to believe? What do you want to leave behind in this last year to become who you're meant to actually be? See you soon.